Alrighty, welcome to my March 2023 budget breakdown for my low spend challenge of 2023. My name is Latanya, I'm 28 years old and I work for the US Navy, and this is my sea time, my sea tour. I ended up being on a very sea tour, a sea heavy tour, very active ship. I don't know. Anyways, what are we doing here? We are here to talk about finance, and my ultimate goal with this channel is to show my journey towards financial independence and how fun budgeting is, because I just like watching budgeters and I want to make some content myself just to add to the community we got going on here. So for basically the entirety of March, I was underway, which is why I ended up spending so little. Even for my low spend challenge, I had my expected spending abnormally low. So going forward, like every underway month is not going to be like this, because sometimes we're actually going somewhere. In this case, we didn't go anywhere, and it was not a good time. So normally I would expect months to be more around the 1200 mark. Anyway, so my income is stabilized now, and I can confidently say 4,300 is my new baseline for how much I expect to earn. So more specifically, my income from work, which include my TSP contributions and the company match, along with my paychecks, that totaled $4,254.09, and the additional income here is from the interest on my share certificates with Navy Federal, my high yield savings account with Ally, and the other accounts that give interest at my Navy Federal Credit Union. That totaled $58.28. So my spending for the month was on point. I was under on utilities just because I did not make a contribution to the apartment for our energy bill. I bet it was only like, it's been really low, under $40 all in, and we split it in half. So anyway, $555.60 for housing and utilities, $113.19 for car insurance. I didn't pay for any gas this month. Gifts and donations, $158.34. So I went a little over, which is perfectly fine. I'm getting really in the giving mood, so I'd like to end up giving more whenever possible. So again, since I was underway, we did not really spend much on fun things, and being in the Navy at sea, being in the Navy on a sea tour, you're expected to eat at the galley for like almost every meal, which is not actually practical when we're in port. Like, people want to go home. But so yeah, I consider food part of my fun spending. So not much of that for March. No experiences, and the other spend here is for the Vrbo rental we got on this little island nearby, because in April we're gonna have 7 days of leave, me and my husband, and I was really set on getting a rental that was along the beach over here on the East Coast. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. On to the next category, investing. This is gonna be like really, really consistent. So I forgot to mention the goal tracker here. So we're low on the spending goal. We're at the end of the first quarter, so we should be at 25%. but we're below, so that leaves room for spending, which I was just talking about our little vacation in April. So April is going to be a high spend month. Very purposefully, I've loosened up quite a bit. Yeah. And really, with my spend goal here, I want to Price is Right it. I want to get as close as possible without going over. That is the goal. I don't want to make my spending like super restrictive for no reason. I want to have fun, but I don't want to be wasteful. That makes sense. So I think I picked a good balance here. It's a challenge to make sure I'm picking budget-friendly options when possible, but I don't want to take all of the fun out of spending. I don't know. Anyways, on to investing. My investing is going to be really, really consistently look like this. It's like each quarter the Roth IRA is going to be bang on another 25%. So it's just every week $125. So at the end of the quarter it ends up being $625, but the other month it's going to be $500. So that I end up with a perfect $6,500 for the year. And my TSP is just going to be exactly $970.94 for the rest of the year. Other investments right now, I'm sending this money to my Vanguard brokerage account. And the intention here is I'm saving up for my dream house. So I want to use my brokerage for that, just so that the funds are readily available. It's also like right now there's not a downside to me using a brokerage because my income is on the low end. I would actually be able to, like, once to take out the long-term capital gains, I can fill up the 0% tax bracket, and it works like a Roth IRA for now, without like the early withdrawal penalty, Anyways, March sinking funds. So I was really excited about starting sinking funds. I didn't mention my TSP is a little faster than it needs to be, but that's what I'm going to go a little over the goal here. And yeah, I'd rather be a little over than a little under on this. I don't know why. I just want to be like 50% of the cap, because maxing out the 22,500 is not feasible for me right now, but getting 50%, or even I guess getting over 50% would make me feel real good. Anyway, on to sinking funds and savings. So I don't got much in sinking funds right now, but I'm excited to really work on these things. So the travel is going to April, so that's just in and out real fast there. But I'm looking forward to slowly filling up the holidays. Things are really going to ramp up in May, of course, since I'm just going to go spend most of what I make in April, except for the fixed investment contributions I'm making. Yeah, I'm going to ignore car maintenance for a while. I'm still so salty about how much my car has cost me, but yeah, I'm excited to see where these sinking funds end up like plateauing, because it's like I want to constantly feed money in, take money out. I don't know, it's just fun. And then adding more sinking funds, budgeting is fun. And savings, I don't know, I scrolled down. So I was really excited to see that my cash savings, I was able to put over $1,000 into my cash savings, because again, the car repair really drained me of my cash reserves. Not actually, because I end up putting it on one of my 0% credit cards. So I'm just taking my time paying that off and letting the money sit in my high yield savings account. But yeah, I'm really intent on building my cash buffer this year. It's gonna make it really hard for me to hit my total investment goal for the year, but it's fine. I need to make this my cash savings a priority because now I'm in a bit of a tough position here. Well, really, $25,000 is plenty for cash savings, but since a lot of it is locked up in a way, well, really the CDs are easily, I can easily take money out of CDs, honestly. You just pay a small penalty, it's whatever. I still want to build up my cash buffer. I'm thinking $10,000 is when I would feel good about where my cash is at. Yeah. And now on to the fun part, looking at my annual tracker, seeing these long-term trends. It's been really funny how much my savings rate has bounced around this year. It's only been 3 months. But yeah, so my total income $16,000, my spending $8,800, and the majority of that spending was on the car repair, which is insane. I still have a savings rate of nearly 45%, even with all that, like $5,000 all in for the car repair and the rentals. Anyway, investing is almost at $5,000. Sinking funds are sitting at $578. My cash savings have increased by $2,291, and my net worth is sitting at $35,700. So my net worth is my portfolio in addition to my assets, which is really just my car. I do like to count big things, and I know some people don't like counting the car, but I'm actually interested in selling that off as soon as I can and bringing our family down to a one-car household. So I'm going to include that. And yeah, so adding those things together and then subtracting my student loans. So the new addition here that I'm really excited about is tracking my portfolio in years of expenses. So just my portfolio is my retirement accounts and my cash and my I-bonds. Yeah, my cash-like savings, my cash, and my retirement accounts, and my brokerages. I have too many accounts. Anyways, so I divided that by the rolling average of my monthly spend multiplied by 12, and it's really fun to see that my portfolio already has 2.7 years worth of expenses, because for fire type people, there's this goal of hitting 25 times your annual expenses, and then you're like, I've reached financial independence and I could retire early if I want. Now, a lot of people would say you'd want more than that, which is fair. Probably like 30 to 35 times would be a safer time to exit the workforce. Anyways, this has been a bit of a long video. I've been trying to condense these, but I had a lot to share. Alrighty, that's all I have for today. I'm been kind of sad because, again, being underway for a month, and shortly after I got married, and then being separated from my husband, and maybe that made me more sad than I was expecting. It's been rough, but this sort of stuff is fun, and it's actually picked my mood up. It's been hard for me to sit down and get this video done, but very glad that I was able to do that today. Anyways, thanks for watching. I look forward to trying my best to keep up with these monthly check-ins. Bye-bye.